She was tired of being looked down upon for her looks, so she spent some time in the gym. She lifted weights and focused on her health, and within a few months transformed herself from someone that people looked down upon to someone that everyone wanted her as. She was known as the Girlboss Vixen. She took this newfound confidence and used it to climb the corporate ladder faster than anyone else. She got a corner office with floor-to-ceiling windows. Every morning she would wake up at 5 a.m. to get a head start on the day. She started a daily routine that consisted of meditation, working out, and getting her day started with a clean desk and a clear mind. As the years went by, she grew multiple businesses and became a but her life wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. Her businesses were constantly failing and succeeding. One moment she would be on top of the world, and the next she would be on the floor crying. She had built her entire identity on success, so when she failed, she felt like a failure. There were times where she would run 4 or 5 businesses at the same time. The stress and pressure was immense, and one day it all caught up to her. She woke up one day and realized that she didn't have any new ideas and that all of her businesses were collapsing. This meant she had to let go of her prized possessions, including her home and her luxurious car. When she was down to her last penny, she decided to take a nap under her favorite tree. It was then that she met a wise old hedgehog who offered some words of wisdom. He said, "You can't pour from an empty cup." Let us break down why this saying is so important and how she can apply it to her life. A quick disclaimer. We will be going over a few topics in this video that may be triggering to some viewers. Please do not watch this video if you are struggling with depression, anxiety, eating disorders, or other mental health issues, as this video is only meant to be a fun and entertaining way to learn about psychology. No one. The Girlboss Vixen. Do you know someone who knows everything about business? Someone who's always talking about their newest side hustle or business idea? Well, if you do, chances are they probably identify as a girl boss. The term girl boss has become a buzzword in recent years, especially among young women. But what does it actually mean? And is it a good thing or a bad thing? At its core, girl boss is meant to be empowering. It's a term that encourages women to be ambitious and go after their goals. It has a way of saying that women can do anything that men can do and be successful at it. However, the term girl boss has also been criticized as being out of touch with reality. The phrase implies that all women should strive to be CEOs or entrepreneurs, which is simply not realistic or desirable for everyone. Additionally, the term can come across as condescending or patronizing, as if women need to be coddled and protected while they pursue their dreams. The truth is that there is no one-size-fits-all. When it comes to what makes a successful woman, some women want to be stay-at-home moms. Others want to be business owners, and still, others want to be a combination of both. What matters most is that women feel empowered to make their own choices and define their own success on their own terms. No. Hustle. Now let's talk about the hustle. Hustling is often seen as something to aspire to, especially in today's society. It seems like everyone is hustling and grinding, trying to achieve success, but is it really worth it? According to a recent survey, the answer is probably no. The survey found that most people who are constantly hustling and grinding are actually just stressed out and miserable. They're really not happy with their lives, and they do not feel like they have control over their situation. Plus, studies have shown that working around the clock isn't actually that productive anyway. People who take breaks and vacations are more likely to be successful because they're able to come back to their work refreshed and focused. So if you're feeling burned out and like you're just going through the motions day after day, it might be time to take a step back and reevaluate your priorities. You might be surprised at what you find. Maybe it's time to stop hustling and start living. Number 3. Superwoman. Imagine a world where women are strong, independent, and capable of anything. A world where women are seen as equals to men and are not limited by gender roles. It's a world where women can be both powerful and feminine, where they can be both ambitious and nurturing. It's a world where women are not defined by their relationships or their appearance, but by their strength of character and the quality of their relationships. This is the world that the Superwoman represents. But like the Superwoman, many women feel pressured to do it all, to be the perfect wife, the perfect mother, the perfect employee. But it's simply not possible to be everything to everyone. And when women try to do it all, they often end up burnt out and unhappy. The Superwoman is a reminder that it's okay to ask for help, that it is okay to prioritize ourselves, and that it is okay to not have it all together all the time. It's a reminder that we're human, not super. Number 4. Eat, pray, love. When you think of Italy, what comes to mind? Delicious food, beautiful scenery, passionate people. Now imagine going there for a month and eating whatever you want, whenever you want. No more dieting, no more portion control. Just eat and enjoy. Would you gain weight? Of course. Would you feel like crap? Probably not. In fact, you'd probably feel relaxed, happy, and maybe even a little bit healthier. That's the idea behind eat, pray, love. It is taking a break from the hustle and bustle of everyday life and focusing on what truly matters. It's taking the time to savor the simple pleasures in life, like a good meal or a beautiful sunset. It's about connecting with yourself and others on a deeper level. It's about finding joy in the journey, not just the destination. It's easy to get caught up in the rat race and forget what is really important in life. We're constantly bombarded with messages about how we need to be more productive, more efficient, more successful. But sometimes it's nice to take a step back and just enjoy life. Eat, pray, love is a reminder to do just that. It's a reminder to focus on what really matters, to savor the simple pleasures in life, and to connect with ourselves and others on a deeper level. Now let's look at some ways that we can incorporate eat, pray, love into our lives. First, let's start with food. We all need to eat, but how often do we actually enjoy the experience of eating? So often we rush through meals, eating quickly at our desks or in front of the TV. But eating should be more than just fuel. It should be an experience that nourishes both our bodies and our souls. When we eat, we should savor the flavors, the textures, and the aromas. We should appreciate the effort that went into preparing the meal and the people who shared it with us. Second, let's talk about prayer. Prayer is often seen as a religious practice, but it can also be a way of connecting with ourselves and the world around us. Prayer can be a way of expressing gratitude for the blessings in our lives, asking for help when we need it, and seeking forgiveness when we've done wrong. Prayer can also be a way of finding peace and stillness in a chaotic world. When we pray, we're taking time to disconnect from the noise and distractions and to tune into our inner selves. Finally, let's talk about love. Love is perhaps the most important ingredient to a happy and fulfilling life. Love is what connects us to other people, what gives us a sense of belonging, and what makes life worth living. When we love and are loved, we feel accepted, valued, and cherished. Love is a powerful force that can heal broken relationships, overcome obstacles, and bring people together. When we open ourselves up to love, we open ourselves up to the possibility of experiencing true happiness. If you like my work and like to support in creating more educational content, please reach out my inbox for more information or check for details in bio. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.